Michael Jeffrey Jordan is known by many as the greatest basketball player of all time. MJ has it all: championships, MVPs, gold medals, electric dunks, clutch game winners, fire shoes, and an unbeatable will to win. Today we are going over 6 stories that prove Michael Jordan was not human. Number 6. Go cry to your mama. Before he was known in the hoops world as the guy who got himself kicked out of the league for doing drugs, O.J. Mayo was him in high school. Being a top basketball recruit in the class of 2007, Mayo knew he was nice and let everyone else know it, even Michael Jordan. At Jordan's camp, Mayo told MJ that he couldn't guard him and couldn't do anything to stop him. Michael couldn't let some high school kid disrespect him like that and get away with it, so guess what he did? This man shut down the camp and sent the campers to sleep so he could go at Mayo. MJ went on to utterly destroy and embarrass OJ, telling him to go home and cry to his mother. At the end of the night, Jordan reminded Mayo that he may be the best high school player, but MJ was the best player in the world. Mind you, the man was 43 at the time, and Kobe and Bron were both in their primes. Number 5, like taking candy from a baby. It's no secret that Michael Jordan was one of the most competitive athletes of all time. This competitiveness, however, was so crazy that it often came to life outside of the game, like in 2016 at Chris Paul's summer basketball camp. As one of Jordan Brand's biggest endorsers, CP3 felt it was only right that he invited MJ himself to the camp. Everything was going according to plan until out of nowhere, Chris Paul challenged Jordan to a shooting contest. The challenge was that MJ had to shoot around the world without missing 3 shots. If he missed 3 shots, all the kids would get free J's. Now imagine being a camper and hearing that you would get free J's if MJ missed 3 shots. You probably been excited and hoping Jordan would have just taken it easy and helped you guys out. The 53-year-old MJ had different plans though. His airness went on to make every single shot, leaving those poor campers heartbroken. Talk about like taking candy from a baby. Number 4. The TwoDay Rivalry. Michael Jordan had his share of epic one-on-one matchups and rivalries during his career. Notable ones that come to mind include Jordan vs. Dominique, Jordan vs. Isaiah, Jordan vs. Magic Johnson, and Jordan vs. Clyde Drexler. One that no one really knows about is Jordan vs. LeBradford Smith. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Who the is LeBradford Smith? LeBradford Smith was the 19th overall pick in the 1991 draft, played in the league for only 4 years, and averaged 6.7 points per game for his career. You know, as someone picked at a respectable draft number, LeBradford was definitely underperforming. However, little did LeBradford know he was about to have the game of his life against prime Jordan. It was March 19th, 1993, and the trash Washington Bullets were set to face the Chicago Bulls in the house that Jordan built. Entering the game, LeBradford was averaging a meager 8.5 points per game compared to MJ's 32.6 points per game. MJ for sure did not go into the game taking this man seriously, especially when he saw that a dude named LeBradford was meshed up with him. However, Jordan was in for it that night. LeBradford went on to cook MJ, scoring 32 points through the first 3 quarters and ending the game with a career-high 37 points. Smith also shot well, making 75% of his shots and all of his 7 free throws. Though the Bulls still won 104-99, Jordan had to have been feeling some type of way. After all, LeBradford outscored him 37-25, and MJ went 9 for 27 from the field. This was in front of the home crowd too. To make it even worse, Jordan went on the record to say that LeBradford mocked him by saying, "Nice game, Mike," after cooking him. Let's just say that LeBradford shouldn't have poked the bear. MJ was so motivated to get back at LeBradford that he wanted to match his 37 points in the first half of their next game, which happened to be the next day. According to Scottie Pippen, Jordan told his teammates to get him the rock as much as possible. Boy, did Jordan give LeBradford that work. The next day at Washington, Jordan dropped 36 points in the first half and ended up with 47 points and a 25-point win over the Bullets, destroying LeBradford's 15 points. What makes this story even more crazy is that years later, Jordan admitted that LeBradford never said anything to him after the game in Chicago. He made it all up to give himself extra motivation after getting embarrassed. This dude MJ is insane. Number 3, best buddies. This story right here is just ridiculous. Back in 1992, Michael Jordan and then Chicago Blackhawks center Jeremy Roenick were best friends. On a game day against the Cleveland Cavaliers, the two decided to play golf at Sunset Ridge Country Club in Chicago a few hours before the game. In a radio station interview, Roenick said the two played 36 holes of golf and drank beer all afternoon. He estimated that Jordan had to have at least 10 Bud Lights that day. Makes sense since MJ lost thousands of dollars playing golf with him that day. After playing, Roenick joked and said, "I'm gonna call my bookie. All the money you just lost to me, I'm putting it on Cleveland." MJ replied, "I tell you what, I bet you that we'll win by 20 points and I have more than 40. Jordan went off 44 points and beat the Cavs by 25 drunk. This man is the GOAT and nobody can tell me nothing. Number 2, don't play with me, boy. If there was one NBA player an opponent should never play around with, it's MJ. Michael Jordan was one to hold grudges against players he felt disrespected him. He actually had a mental list of these players so he could cross them out one after the other once he took them out. This man was literally an assassin. Take Brian Russell for example. According to MJ, when I was playing basketball, Utah was in town to play the Bulls. They're practicing at the facility and I go over to say hi to John and Carl, and this kid Brian Russell comes to me and says, "Man, why you quit? You knew I could guard you. You had to quit." I said, "Carl, you need to talk to this dude, Carl." Then responds and says, "He's just a young rookie," but from that point on, he's been on my list. His airness went on to deny the Utah Jazz, Russell's team, in back-to-back finals and actually took Bryant's ankles and nailed the game winner in his mouth to win the chip in '98. Hey man, like the saying goes, if you come at the king, you best not miss. Number 1, Cant Guard Me. When you have a favorite player and he's one of them ones, you just know when he's about to go off against a sorry team. This was Jordan's story back in 1990 against the Cavs. The GOAT had averaged over 44 points per game in their first 3 games, so he knew he was about to cook them boys. During his 69-point game against the Cavs on March 28, 1990, MJ was cooking those boys so bad that he actually started to get bored. We know this because, according to Craig Elo, Cavs shooting guard, Jordan started to tell him exactly how he was going to score so Elo could try to stop him. Elo recounted that Mike said, "Listen man, I'm hitting everything, so I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do this time and see if you can stop it. I'm gonna catch it on the left elbow and then I'm gonna drop to the left to the baseline and then I'm gonna pull up and shoot my fadeaway." And sure enough, that's exactly what he did, adding another 2 points to his career high of 69. Man, imagine telling a dude what you're gonna do to help him stop you. Only Jordan, man. Only Jordan. Well, There it is, guys. 6 stories that prove Michael Jordan was not human. MJ was before his time when it came to skill, athleticism, and mindset, and these stories prove it. There's only a few players in NBA history that can wear the otherworldly badge, and Michael Jordan is at the top of that list. Thank you all for watching the video, and please hit that subscribe and like button. We are working hard to get better and produce quality content for you guys, so we appreciate your support. With that, be easy, y'all. Peace.